I'm not being funny, my gorgeous Scorpio, but something is going to happen to you this month, and it's going to change absolutely everything. What is going to happen to you this month is most certainly going to open your eyes to the point where you're just going to be able to recognize and to realize what exactly you have been doing wrong so far. But most importantly, you are going to be able to recognize and separate an illusion from the actual reality. This couldn't have been more important stage of your life to actually realize this. You know, when I say something is going to happen to you, something is really going to happen to you. You will go through something which is really going to shake you up a little bit. 1729 1729, this is your number. This is a very powerful number when it comes to numerology, because at that moment in time, when you go through this moment when something is going to shake you up, and it's not only about separating illusion from reality. When I say this, it's more about like really understanding who you are, what you really need in your life, what is important, what is not important, because that experience is going to shake you up. You know, when I say it's going to shake you up, you're going to realize on one hand how vulnerable this life is, how vulnerable we can be on this spiritual journey. And at that moment in time, you're going to reconnect with yourself, and something that was really scaring you, making you dark and preventing you from moving forward, you're literally going to be able to see this in a completely different light. You will know on the 22nd of January specifically, which challenge are you willingly going to take on. Something that you normally would run a mile away from, you know, but now you will know that this is an absolutely imminent part of your spiritual journey. And normally you would be like, oh my God, you would run away from a challenge like this. But you will be able to notice how beautifully you changed and how beautifully you are changing. And this is needed so much from you, because what are you going to tap into in between this 22nd of January and 31st of January? It's going to change your life forever. It's all boiling down towards you maybe ignoring an important aspect of your life, an important aspect of your dream. It's all going to be leading towards you, my gorgeous Scorpione, literally realizing, you're going to realize that impossible is about to become possible. And after that moment in time, you are going to walk into the brand new world of so many opportunities you never knew existed, and they were just around the corner. Absolutely mind-blowing beginning of the whole new year for you, my gorgeous Scorpione. Indeed, sometimes in this life we need something to happen to us to like kind of see what's important and what's not important, because we kind of get shaken up because of something. But then again, on another hand, it's just so important when it comes to our emotions, because then at that moment in time something changes and we see what we didn't see before, and that it's ever so needed when it comes to us, like really recognizing and noticing this fresh energy entering our life, and just not only noticing but going with it as well, you know, because it is beautiful when you realize on yourself, especially when it comes to you changing, and you notice certain changes about yourself. This is an important moment of your own personal evolution, which is primarily responsible to keep on when it comes to making certain steps and the certain moves in this life that nobody else can make us to do but ourselves. Absolutely brilliant. All I can say to you, my gorgeous Scorpione, that by the end of the month of January 2024, all I can say to you is that you are gonna reconnect with yourself to the point like you've never been reconnected before, and that in itself is about to pretty much so put you on the path, you know, where already by March 2024 you will be doing things you've never done before, and your life is gonna be not, I wouldn't say completely different, but there is so much that you're gonna see in a brand new light. And there's certain things you will be doing, certain things you will be enjoying, that is gonna be direct result of your own understanding from everything that is going to take place in January. Whenever there is an opportunity for you, my gorgeous Scorpione, that gives you the opportunity to kind of evolve, you most certainly need to go for it. Especially when it comes to the month of January, which is indeed the first month of this year. We are number one. It's connected to the energy of number one. So if you have certain ideas, you need to go for it. You know, if you have certain realizations, you need to take them seriously. Anything that's to do with trying something new, or having a new start, or having a new beginning with something, when it comes to the month of January, lots of people are, oh no, I'm really down. No, baby, no. Just ignore that, and you will see what a powerful time of your life this is going to be. What I want to say to you now, my gorgeous Scorpione, you need to pay attention to the idea that you're going to have on the very 1st of January. You need to pay attention to the idea that you are going to have on the 11th of January, and you need to pay attention to the idea that you are going to have on the 21st of January. These three ideas are going to be completely different, but by the end of that month, you will see that all these ideas were leading you towards something that needs more attention and care in your life beforehand. So this is so important for you to understand. And also, my gorgeous Scorpione, when it comes to the actual nutrition and things like that, I highly suggest to keep on taking a natural B vitamin complex every single morning. Natural B vitamin complex in a liquid form, I highly advise, without chemicals, without unnecessary ingredient, and every single B vitamin needs to be made in a natural way. No chemicals whatsoever. So B vitamin is going to be brilliant for energy, for your stress, and it's also going to be brilliant for the entire digestive system, because I know that your digestive system is going to be a little bit sensitive, and also you're going to need something to boost your immune system. So natural vitamin D3 in combination with vitamin K2, which is going to help with its absorption, and something like a zinc picolinate, okay, highly absorbable version of zinc. And also on top of all that, organic chlorella, it's also a kind of a must. Organic chlorella, it's like kind of a must, because it's going to help you to kind of it's going to give you protein, it's going to help you to get rid of the toxins in your body, but on top of that, it also helps with the cleansing process and progress indeed. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Scorpione, or not. Sorry. So now I'm going to start with the very first date. The very first date that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be on the 2nd of January. On the 2nd of January. You know, I like this. I like this so much, because on the 2nd of January already you are going to be very happy and very optimistic, because you are going to become aware of this accomplishment. This is very personal to you. This is going to give you confidence. This is going to give you power. Why? Because that accomplishment that you are going to have, it's a lot to do with, with something that, brought so many difficulties into your life. Okay? It's this accomplishment. It's to do with a personal challenge that you've been through. Indeed, and that personal challenge has brought so many difficulties into your life. Why? Because you were worrying about something like way too much. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpione, you were worrying about something way too much. Bless your heart. So this has kind of created a blockage, emotional challenge. So now this is to do with like some kind of issue being resolved. This is why this is going to be so important. It's to do with some kind of issue being resolved. So now that issue was making you really dark, and it was making a lot of things in the dark light because of this. And that, because that is going to be resolved, the life is about to bring a whole new meaning. Do not ignore this idea that you are going to have by the end of the day on the 2nd of January. Again, remember what I said. Remember what I said. Do not forget about this idea which you are going to have by the end of the day on the 2nd of January. This idea, as soon as you have this idea, you need to understand that you are also going to find yourself on a very, very powerful, very unique spiritual quest here. When you have this idea, you're gonna instantly become active and determined. Why? Because this is the part of a brand new path unfolding right in front of you. But it's also going to make you feel extremely active, as I said, determined, and it's to do with something that you're passionate about and something that you're so experienced about, my gorgeous Scorpione. This in itself is also going to start a process where you are gonna start moving on with your life. But when I say moving on with your life right now, the way I can describe this, you are moving on towards like kind of calmer waters. Bless your heart. Because something was ripping you apart here. Do you know what I mean when it comes to worrying about something so much? Worry can turn into a terrible, terrible negative and dark energy. That can turn into a very terrible stress. Then again, stress can be kind of dangerous because it can, oh my God, stress can cause so much. Stress can cause like a huge amount of like physical problems. Of course, huge amount of illness. And this is why it's important to not allow some kind of stress to go on for too long. Thank God that this kind of stress right now, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's coming to an end, which is absolutely brilliant here indeed. I really like this quite a lot. So this is gonna happen on the 2nd of January 2024. By the time you get to the actual 10th of January, when it comes to the 10th of January, you know you are gonna want to make some kind of an investment, but I say no, baby, no. When it comes to the 10th of January, you're gonna be so intense and you're going to be thinking about making some kind of an investment here. But it's also, you must not ignore your higher self. You must not ignore your subconscious mind, because you will be thinking about making some kind of an investment, but you know your higher self and your subconscious mind is going to be guiding you in such a way where you're going to find something so difficult and everything around it is going to be so difficult. And prior you wanting to make some kind of investment, which is a bad investment, do not make this investment. Prior you making this investment on the 10th of January or at around the 10th of January, you know, prior you making this investment, there are going to be few kind of negative signs which are going to be guiding you. They are going to be very impactful and they are going to be guiding you. And you may not be like aware of these signs like consciously, but subconsciously you are going to be kind of like you will be aware of this. And this is why your conscious mind is going to be like, I don't know, something is not right. So you already will be aware of the fact that maybe you shouldn't make this bad investment. So every single time when you want to make an investment or you want to do something big, for example, if you have any doubt and you just don't understand where this is coming from, just run on miles, baby, in an opposite direction. Take a sting and sting them. No, I'm joking. Just run on miles, my gorgeous Scorpion, in an opposite direction. So do not make a bad investment and do not ignore your soul. Do not ignore your spirit, okay? Because it is to do with something and someone not really being genuine here indeed. Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, would be this absolutely gorgeous Indian bloodstone. Look at this big mama. Absolutely so important, Indian bloodstone. And you know, bloodstone in general, you know, they are one of the most powerful crystals. They are literally ancient. They are literally ancient. They, you know, back in the day, like many centuries ago, they used to use blackstone when they were having battles, you know, and things like that, because they believed it's going to protect them. They believe it's going to give them energy, and they believe that it's also going to protect them from evil spirits. You see, it's going to protect them in the battle, and this is a highly protective stone. It also like back in the day, in ancient times, they used to put this on top of the graves, you know, just to protect like people from evil spirits and things like that. Indian bloodstone, this one is an Indian bloodstone, a very powerful, a very beautiful. It's going to help you to boost your immune system. It balances emotions perfectly, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and it helps you to live healthy and long life as well. This Indian bloodstone comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. The second important date, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's going to be on the 12th of January. I like it. I like this, you know, I like this. I really like this, okay? I really like this because something really unexpected is going to happen here, and it's going to blow you away. A really unexpected situation. Something is going to surprise you here. And at that moment, when you see this, when you become aware of this, you will know that your life, your entire life, is about to change. And I mean that in the best possible way. A very surprising situation is going to happen to you on the 12th of January. Something is going to surprise you. And you know, and something is going to surprise you, but and you're also going to realize that you are reaching the end of a problem, and this problem has caused delays and lack of appreciation, and this was bothering you. This problem caused delays and lack of appreciation. Okay, this is the key word, a lack of appreciation. Okay, so you know, and this in itself now, it's going to kind of bring a sudden progress and movement into your life, a rather swift activity indeed. And that in itself, like really, you know, these delays and the lack of appreciation, it was just kind of making your life a really inconsistent, you know, and that in itself, it's like kind of, you know, there is so much that became unreliable because of this. So now your balance is about to be restored. Just remember, this is more about something being delayed because of the end. It's a lot to do with the lack of appreciation. So this is brilliant, you know. So now, you know, your balance is going to be restored, and not only your balance is going to be restored, but this is also going to like kind of like you will know what I'm talking about here, because now just pay attention to what is also bringing a sudden progress into your life. What is bringing this sudden progress into your life? You must not, you know, take lightly. I mean that in a good way. You must not take that lightly, because this is also your sign and clear indication that this is about to start a process where some new alliances are going to start entering your spiritual journey. Indeed, these new alliances are going to be a mixture of both personal and like maybe professional, you know, world, for example. So, and the things that you're like kind of into, but you're also like kind of going to need to understand that, you know, this is a kind of going to start a process where you're going to release yourself from some kind of a bondage, and you're going to start to understand things you didn't understand before. And that in itself, it's really kind of going to start the process where you're going to start reaching towards enlightenment. Your spirit is about to be awakened here, and once your spirit awakes, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you are going to feel this desire to change. And when it comes to, I just needed to do this, when it comes to this desire to change, when it comes to this desire to change, look, this is going to reflect on, I'm just going to show you with these oracle cards, my gorgeous Scorpione. When it comes to you feeling this desire to change, when it comes to you feeling this desire to change, when it comes to you feeling this desire to change, look, an oracle card is, I know that this is going to put you off, but when it comes to you feeling this desire, you know, to change, I know that this is going to put you off, but there is also someone at around this time you're still going to be so angry with, and you need to get over that. You need to get over that, because otherwise you're not going to be able to move on. I know it's easy for me to say, but all you have to do is, it's to do with somebody who's done something bad to you. I'm not saying that you need to like literally forgive them, but just try to like kind of see the situation in a different light, you know. But yes, the bottom line is to be able to forgive to someone. So you are also, you know, you're at around that. This is a very powerful indication that this is going to happen. That at around the same time, someone is going to do something negative to you, or you're going to be reminded of someone who you cannot forgive to whatsoever. But you need to understand, it's not about them. It's about you. You're being reminded of that, my gorgeous Scorpione. It's about your life. It's about your spiritual journey. It's about you releasing yourself. It's not about that bastard, man. Some joke. It's not about that bastard, my gorgeous Scorpione. No, it's about you allowing yourself to move on. So this is like this is to do with the specific cord you're going to need to cut. Okay? Which is ultimately going to lead towards you. Look at this. It's like, you know, making a really important choice when it comes to your career, or when it comes to things that you're doing. Maybe you're like retired, for example, and you're not into your career, but then again, it's to do with things that you're interested in. Things that rock your boat, things that you're so passionate about, things that you're working on. Do you know what I mean? So this is going to come in a few different things, but then again, ultimately, look at this. It's going to bring blessings into your life. Do you see what I mean? It's going to bring blessings into your life. Absolutely. One mind-blowing, massive, giant mama. Yeah. So basically now, the next important date, my gorgeous Scorpione, I don't even know where am I anymore. I don't even know where am I, you know, I'm joking. The next important date, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's going to be on the 18th of January. But before I go there, another thing I was going to really highly recommend you, absolutely stunning and natural crazy lace agate. Look at this baby, very beautiful. One of the most gorgeous crystals. Look how gorgeous they are, purely natural. You can never fake something that's natural. Look at this, you can never fake something that's natural. Just like this crystal, absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend you natural crazy lace agate, my gorgeous Scorpione, because it enhances mental function. It helps you with healing, especially when it comes to an inner anger and tension, and it creates a sense of security and safety. As soon as you put it on, it literally elevates you. Absolutely brilliant. This natural crazy lace agate comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Scorpione, you're also supporting my channel as well. Sorry. Okay, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? Yeah, on the 18th of January, my gorgeous Scorpione, on the 18th of January, I like this. I really like this. You know, this is the day where you are really gonna be pleased with yourself, because it's to do with a certain success, but it's to do with like something specific that you've been working on with a really brilliant outcome, which is gonna be much better and much more significant to what you you could have possibly imagined. So it's to do with something that you knew it's going to come up, some kind of success, something that you were aware of, something that you were like kind of waiting for or expecting. But it's going to come with a little bit of surprise, because something is going to be a little bit more successful and more interesting than you actually thought. And now that in itself is going to kind of reveal a really specific choice for you. And that choice, which is going to be revealed to you, it's going to be a very, very intelligent choice for you indeed. But I don't need to tell you this, because you will know this. This intelligent choice that you are going to become aware of, that, you know, naturally, organically, what would you do? What do you do? What do you need to do when you find out about something? So you need to take this on the next level. It's all about the next level. It's all about the next step. And now this is all going to resolve towards this intelligent choice. And this intelligent choice, it's gonna kind of, it's more about you coming up with a new plan, some kind of a new plan you're going to have. It's to do with your wish, it's to do with like you feeling so confident, but it's also to do with you maybe thinking about this before at some point in your past. This means to you so much, but only now you're going to have the necessary confidence in order to do this, which is absolutely brilliant. Yes, there are going to be some uncertain efforts, but who cares? You're not going to care about these uncertain efforts, my gorgeous Scorpione, whatsoever. And that's exactly the way to be. And I'm saying to people, I keep on saying to people, sometimes, you know, sometimes we do need to take like a risk. Sometimes we need to take a risk, you know. If we don't take a risk, we're never going to find out what's on the other side of the wall, you know. You know, if we never take a risk, sometimes we can have a certain choice and certain option just once in our lives, and we can never have this again, you know. So, you know, it's sometimes it's good to take a risk, you know. So it doesn't matter which way it goes, you know, you're still kind of moving on with your life, okay? So now, but anyway, so you're going to be very determined, you know, to come up with a new plan on the 18th of January. This is going to be obvious. This in itself is going to make you feel really determined. It's about this powerful initiative, strength, you know, this power. You're actually going to feel indeed. So you are going to find yourself at such a powerful quest here. You need to understand that this in itself is a really kind of going to start the process of you moving on, you know, with an open mind, you know, and also like kind of being persistent about something, This in itself is going to make you aware of the fact that you are able to conclude some kind of a task. And now it's all about like you paying attention to organization in your life, adjustments, readjustments, priority, and also most importantly, you know, it's just, you know, basically about, you know, it's something that you are gonna realize that you're well capable of doing, which is absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Scorpione, indeed. So, sorry, the next important date it's going to happen on the next important date. It's going to happen. Sorry, the next important date is going to happen on the 28th of January. On the 28th of January, my gorgeous Scorpione, you're actually going to have a very, very unusual. You're going to come across somebody really weird. You will see somebody really weird. You're going to come across somebody really strange, somebody really unusual. It is going to be a very, very unusual encounter that you are going to have on this particular day. And this unusual encounter, it's more about you seeing someone and you looking at someone and you're watching someone. And I've seen this before. I know I've seen this before. And this happens to you every now and then, my gorgeous Scorpione. Somebody very unusual, really strange, really bizarre enters your spiritual journey. But very quickly, that person also disappears. And it's like, when I say this, it's like, you know, almost as if sometimes in our life, you know, we see certain things and certain people with a corner of our mind, of our eyes, and we only remember them when something reminds us of them. It's one of those situations. And so the bottom line is that you're going to see somebody very strange, very unusual, really quickly, really briefly. You're going to have a very unusual encounter. And on one hand, it's to do with the person who like, is not afraid to be who they are, but it's to do with a person who kind of, like, everything about that person is different, unique, special. Everything about that person, every piece of clothes, the hairstyle, hair, everything is different about this person, like it's from a different time. So very unusual encounter you're going to have with this person, strange encounter. But then again, for some reason, you know, something is going to wake you up. That moment in time, you will wake up and you will realize that it's your time. You will realize that this is your moment. This is going to be a sign. This is going to be a clear indication. This is going to be your guidance. This is going to be an omen that you are about to wake up. You are about to wake up. Okay? And this is important. When I say that you are about to wake up, that means that you are suddenly, couple of days after that, you're going to realize that you are on a very, very powerful crossroads. And the crossroads that you're going to find yourself at, you will realize that you will do something, oh my God, so brave. Something that you would never do just because you had that encounter. This is going to start the process of one of the biggest changes of your life. Already, by the time you come to May 2024, you will see where your life is going to be. Absolutely brilliant. So also, my gorgeous Scorpioni, the last important date, it's going to be on the 31st of January. On the 31st of January, there is going to be a bit of an emotional confusion that you're going to have. Why? You know why? Because you're going to realize that somebody is it's to do with some kind of assistance with an ulterior motive. You're going to become aware of some kind of assistance here with an ulterior motive, and you must not ignore this whatsoever, and you're not going to. And this is why, for some reason, you are going to feel a bit of an emotional confusion. But then again, that you need to understand that this is indicating the beginning of a very powerful transition. This is the beginning of a very important change, which is going to require from you to realize that you are going to need to make an important readjustment in a form of a sacrifice. This sacrifice is going to start the process of regeneration and the process of rebirth. And this sacrifice, as soon as you as soon as you're aware of this, as soon as you know what this is, you will kind of also know that this is your responsibility. This is something that you need to do. This is your responsibility, and nobody else can do this for you. And this is instantly going to make you feel very, very creative. Why? And instantly you're going to start thinking, you're going to start thinking about doing certain things you never done, and instantly you're going to feel really brave. Instantly you're going to feel really outgoing. Instantly you're going to feel how you want to reconnect with people. Instantly you will want to see more people. Instantly you will want to be around the people. It's because one phase of your life is coming to an end, and another phase of your life is about to begin, because you're now having control over a situation which now is bringing you strength, courage, positive energy, determination, and confidence into your life. Especially because big obstacle is actually going to come to an end. Now you're going to feel a really strong desire, my gorgeous Scorpioni, to recover what is lost. Whatever this means to you, just go with it. And you have to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself here, my gorgeous Scorpioni, indeed, because you are going to make a really, really important decision. The decision that you are going to make here is going to change your entire life forever in the best possible way, indeed. So now, my gorgeous Scorpioni, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. When it comes to those of you in relationship, I like this so much, because you two are going to have such an intense and important conversation when it comes to January. An intense and important conversation about so many things that are making you both unhappy, and that you're both not doing anything about it. And you're also going to have an intense conversation about wanting to do something really specific for a while now, but both of you didn't do anything about it. So you're going to need to come to the bottom of that, and you are going to. And that's why I'm saying that you are going to make a really, really brave move. This brave move that you are going to make, you are both gonna, it's to do with the right choice. It's to do with making a certain move that you're so passionate about, at the time when things are so uncertain. And this is indeed going to be the right step to do, because at that moment in time the process of change is already going to start. So do not kind of let this uncertainty you're both going through at the moment to put you off. Do not allow this to put you off, because this brave move that you are going to make, there is already going to be a very interesting realization and opportunity by the end of February 2024. Yeah, I said by the end of February, the month after. But now it's important at this stage to take this, consider this seriously. When I say that you're going to make a brave move, well, you're going to make a brave move because you're going to do something that you're both surprised. You're going to surprise each other. But then again, this is going to be evolving. This is going to be a lot about you making a certain step, making a certain move, and doing something for the first time. This is when it comes to like you understanding, when it comes to that specific process, what exactly you need to do. This is really going to start the process of change, and it's also going to really make both of you so much happier, because those things that you both have been for a while unhappy around you, so right now you're actually going to do something about it. This in itself is most certainly going to be the step in the right direction. And for those of you who are single and ready to, hello my darling, my gorgeous Scorpio, you're also going to have so much fun this month. It looks like the fun is about to return. I can see you like sleeping with everyone, my gorgeous Scorpione. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You'll sleep with everyone. No, I'm joking. No, I see you having a lots of great time. This is going to be the month where you are going to realize what are you missing in your life when it comes to personal level, when it comes to people in your life. And there are going to be some gatherings that you will be going through. And these gatherings that you will be going through are going to reconnect you with some very special people in your life who you haven't seen for ages. So in general, you're going to have a great time. But also when it comes to like a romance and things like that, I can see you having loads of fun. I can see you having attention from very specific people, and just you having an attention from very specific people, them noticing you. This is going to mean to you so much, my gorgeous Scorpione, and it's going to make you feel so good about you. You're going to realize how good looking you are. You're going to realize how powerful you are. You're going to realize you've got it. And this is something that we need. This is sometimes something that we need. And I also see that there is somebody who you are going to come across. There is somebody who you're going to meet. There is somebody who you're going to get on with so much. But it's like you're going to realize that person, it's like kind of not, it's not possible for that person to be with you, and you will know this for whichever reason this is, but it's still gonna mean to you so much. One specific person is gonna come forward, flirt with you, like ooh la la, you're gonna love it. But you will know fully and understand from the beginning of that, when that person comes towards you, that it's not going to happen. But you're still going, because of something, it's not gonna happen. But you're still gonna love it. You're gonna enjoy every single moment of talking to that person, I suppose, flirting with that person. You will love this attention. That particular person, nothing is going to happen in between you like stranger in the night moment, but that person is going to play a really huge role when it comes to you realizing, you know what, now I am absolutely ready to let somebody new into your life. That person is going to touch something within you, you know, and this in itself is going to start the process of your own profound liberation where you're going to set yourself free and realize that now, only now, after that moment in time, only now, you're going to be ready to let somebody new into your life. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.